On tonight's show, we have singer and dancer Hito Star. And now for your host, KoolKard. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. There's something going on my screen right now. Okay, there we go. Now we're in the mix. Welcome, everyone, to episode 57 of Kickin with KoolKard. I am your host, KoolKard. Thank you guys for tuning in every week, Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last week we had a pop star last week, Luna Gray. Music. Yes, we had music. And I got more music for you this week. I got another singer, songwriter, dancer. Man, what doesn't she do? She does a lot. Her name is Hito Star. So if you've never heard of her, you're about to hear about her tonight. You're going to learn about her life. She's traveled all the way from Japan. She's been living in the States. She's been doing her thing. And what she's been doing for a while. So we're going to dig into her mind, try to get some value out of the conversation, and just see about, her journey. I think it's going to be an interesting conversation. And we're going to play some music. We're going to play her new video. It's called Drop It. So, she dropped a little video earlier. She did a Bust It video. I thought it was pretty cool. And I think it's fitting for Drop It, right? Bust it, drop it, buzz it, drop it, buzz it. Yeah, so we're going to get into it. I got to, I'm going to welcome her in with my cool welcome, with my cool intro. And we'll get into her mind. We'll dig into her mind, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Hey, if this is your first time tuning in, I do invite you to subscribe so you can continue getting the value that I bring to you with these phenomenal guests that I bring on here. So, yeah, just hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you're getting some gems out of this, all right? Cool, no pressure. Here we go, y'all. Hito, welcome to the show.
Yay, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you lending me your time on this late night show. I try to do it like a talk show, late night, Johnny Carson type of thing, hence the intro and all that. So I really appreciate you staying up, spending some time to come kick it with your boy KoolKard.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Yes, definitely. We're here to talk about your musical journey. I know you dance. I know you do your modeling, your everything. You're singing, you're dancing, you're songwriting, you're modeling. But I'm gonna let you give me a little background on you real quick, and then I'm gonna get into something particular that a lot of people may not know that you do. So, okay. You're from Japan, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You were born, raised Japan, went to school out there.
Mm-hmm.
Expound on that. So you've been doing music for a long time. You kind of inspired to do it as a child, right?
Yes. Well, I just always loved music, dancing, acting in my house in Japan, which is very close to Mount Fuji, if you know the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very countryside, but it's beautiful. So I was a child just in the nature, countryside. Then I always talk to trees and flowers, and I started to create my own show in there. Sometimes in the garden, sometimes in my house. Then that's really how I started. I started to dance, and start to sing, create my own little acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were living in your own world. You created your own world, your own theatrical world, pretty much.
Right. And my mother is a music teacher, and my father is a Japanese teacher, and that has a lot of influence on me too. And I just started to naturally get into playing piano, and the dance part never came from my family or anyone really. I just started to dance naturally.
Okay. It just felt it in your spirit to dance, and you started dancing.
Yeah. So
So how
yeah,
was
so
it?
that,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, so that's how I started. I started playing piano first when I was like 4 years old. Then dancing. I started to take modern ballet
Mm-hmm.
around 8 years old. Then I started to take classical voice lessons around 14 years old. So yeah, that's just
So do you feel like dancing was your way of feeling the music? Because different people have different ways of feeling and seeing the music. Like
right.
Kanye West says he sees colors. Pharrell says he sees colors. Other people see like stars or like sound waves. They say they see them. But for you, maybe it's your way of just feeling the music. I know dance, you're going to feel the music regardless, but maybe that was your way of kind of getting really in tune with the music, and that dance just came out of you.
Wow, that's an interesting question. It's really like you said, it's really interacted, right? So I do see colors and shapes, and in dance there's like straight movements and like curvy movements, and depending on the music, even if you don't know the genre, as a child or even as an adult, if you are very sensitive to it, once you listen to it, you'll be like, oh my god, I like this beat, or I feel like this, like a lot of like in African roots music has a lot of like lower movement, and depending on the genre, you just come up with the right movement somehow. I don't know how, but you just do it naturally. So that's how I really started to do that as a child. Then after taking classes, like a lot of things made sense.
To connect.
Right, and I started to learn the culture and different like pop culture. Then they all started to make it okay. Oh yeah, so that's why this makes me move this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like brings you the most joy? Is it dancing? Is it singing? Is it the songwriting? Is it because you do a lot?
Yeah, it's I get the question a lot, and to be honest, I really can't answer that because I love them all. Like it really brings different side of me, and I can't just be doing one thing. And I think a lot of people relate to that,
Yeah.
like if you just try to be just doing one thing, and you might not feel like yourself. And I believe when we are being ourselves is really the time you bring out the best energy to the world. So so I mean, like professionally, I would say my singing is what I'm focusing the most right now.
Okay.
Because I did all different kinds of stuff. Then now I found my own expression as a singer, songwriter, writing my own songs. The song you just heard, "Oh Nana," is I wrote the song like really quick, like really, just came to me like so easy. Oh Nana,
those are the best ones when it's just like it's talking to you, and the words just come, they just flow.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my singing, and then I have all the other elements to it. Like I dance to it, I model for it. I read stars for it. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to know so you growing up around Mount Fuji and like becoming one with nature, I feel like I can feel like this mystical energy about you. Like you're so bubbly. I don't know. It's just something. It's something. So I can tell that people like that are normally like in tune with nature and themselves and energy and spirits and all that. And I get that from you. Just your personality and your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, first and foremost, did you ever climb Mount Fuji?
Yes, I did. I did only to the half point.
Okay.
There are different stations you can go to, and the goal is to go to the top, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
So when I was a child, maybe like around 10 years old, my family all had a trip in a car,
okay,
like climb up, physically. But then that's where you can only go by a car.
yeah.
And that was the time I actually touched clouds. I didn't know you can touch clouds, and you can do that on Mount Fuji.
Oh,
and
wow.
Wow, I'm touching clouds.
So you were up there basically in the fog.
Yeah, and I was like running into it, and I was like having.
That is crazy. I've never met anyone who climbed Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
Wow, and not only climbed it, you lived near it. Like that's just different. It's just different.
Yeah, it's a very sacred place, I would say.
Yeah, I would like to visit one day, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So when did you decide that you wanted to part ways with Japan and move to the United States?
Oh yeah, that was when I was in my high school, maybe junior high. I started to listen to this radio station in Japan from Tokyo, where they had cooler radio stations, than where I was. And so this person was always playing jazz, and I love the fact you have jazz going on at the beginning of this show. But he was explaining so much about like how cool New York is, and there's so many like crazy artists living there and playing music all day long, all night. And like he was like convincing everyone, like, you just have to come. I was like, wow, I would love to come, and I would love to see what that is. So that's how I started. That was always on the way back home from my ballet lessons. I was taking the modern ballet, still like around for like 10 years. And after the lessons, I would be listening to the radio on the car with my mom or dad. And I was digging. I was like, wow, this music is really cool. It just makes me feel good. And, if this music is big in this city must be amazing. So that's how I came.
That's dope. That's dope. So you never really got into like the J-pop scene. It's called J-pop out in Japan, right? The pop music. So you wouldn't consider yourself J-pop, right? That's a totally different thing.
Yeah, it's like, it's interesting because I am from Japan, and I did listen to a lot of J-pop, right, growing up. In fact, that was the most music I listened to, in my childhood. I didn't listen to like American music or any kind of other music until like teenager.
Yeah.
So I do have a lot of influence, but then because I learned so much, after that, oh my gosh, there's jazz, there's hip hop, there's that and this, and
you were diversified.
I'm too diversified for just being a J-pop artist, because if you listen to the sound, there's totally a difference to it, and I can't deny the fact. I have to be honest to my sense. So then I actually love to just incorporate any kind of music, anything I like, into my songs. So then it just became what I have now. So, yeah.
So you were so diversified, you basically had to spread your wings a little bit broader than just J-pop.
Right, yeah. I always felt different in Japan, although I loved my hometown and everything, but I always felt like there are other people and cultures calling me so much from like all over the world, and I felt like I must go there, and I must like discover more things, meet more people. Somehow that was like a message that was always coming. So yeah, so here I am.
Here you are, with a brand new video. With a brand new video. So let's talk about do you have a project out right now? Like a full entire project, or you dropped your single?
What do you mean by project?
Like an album. Do you have an album?
Oh, I don't have an album yet, although I do have handful songs now. I should be able to drop an album soon.
Put something together.
Yeah, I have only 2 songs released so far.
Okay.
Because as a musician, a lot of people might be able to um, understand this, but it's it's a lot of work to just
Oh yeah.
drop a music is one thing. You do a lot for that, but then also I made a music video, so then I have to promote the music video, invest and talk to people, network, social media.
It's more than a full-time job, definitely.
Yes. And you don't know really when the ends, so I just keep going.
Doesn't end. It doesn't end.
Yeah, I do have more songs I want to release, but then I do have to stick with these 2 songs so people know more about me and the songs.
Yeah.
So
are you writing all your music, or you have writers that you work with?
So far, all the songs, I have 5 songs I've written, including the 2 songs I just mentioned.
Okay.
All written by me. I do purchase beats from producers, so that's kind of like collaboration, but I write my melodies and harmonies and the lyrics and everything. And but now I'm looking into work with songwriters and producers. So yeah, I'm kind of in a transition right now.
Okay. Well, guess what? We're gonna drop it video and let the viewers check you out and see what you got going on. I'm digging it. So yeah, we're gonna hop into that, and then when we get back, we're gonna talk astrology. I want to know a little bit more about that.
Sure.
Yeah, let's learn about that side of your life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hito Star, her new and latest video, Drop It. Check it out, y'all. Yeah. That was Hito's brand new video, Drop It. I love the visuals.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, who shot that for you?
So this is a videographer. His name is Jose Alfonsica. Yeah, just checking his last name. So he's the one who recently filmed 50 Cent's music video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he actually shot that in exactly the same studio with the same chair, the how you call it, the chair and everything.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It was shot during the pandemic, so as you can see, everything is kind of like simple, and like I don't have too many people around me and stuff, so
oh, but it works.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
it works.
I'm so glad.
It works. It's all about good visuals. You don't have to have a crowd of people to have some good visuals. So yeah, that works definitely. Yeah. So let's talk about this astrology. Wait, before before we do that, hold on. Tell everybody where they can go and check your video out, of course, on my show, but I'm pretty sure you have it on YouTube as well. And then where can they stream it?
Yes, so you can search Hito Star Official, then you should be able to see my artist YouTube channel where it says Hito Star Official. Okay. That's really where my video is. I can also put the link here too for the
video
particular.
I think actually, you know what? I think I have the link in the description as well, and I have your website on there too.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So everybody, you can follow her at Hito Star Official on Instagram as well. Make sure you check her out, follow her, support her. Click the link in the description. Go support the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to her channel. Just show the love. Show the love.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. To promote you, to blast you out there. Yes. Job well done. So do you have a new song that you're working on that you're thinking about releasing anytime soon?
It's something, it's funny, like I'm just reading someone's comment right now. It's actually my friend Marina from Japan. She's asking me, she really loves my video and the music, and she's asking me, do you sing other type of music rather than dance music? Do you sing more like melancholic kind of music?
Like ballads and stuff like that, slowing it down a little bit.
And that kind of relates to your question, because I am trying to write a ballad right now.
Okay.
And something slower, so people can really listen to my singing. I do love upbeat,
up tempo
music, up tempo, because I do have that kind of
that energy. Yeah, that energy.
Right. But as a singer, I think it's good to have all kinds of different music.
Yeah.
So the songs I've written so far, the 3 songs I haven't released yet, those are still, I think, that fall into dance kind of music. It has a lot of beats, and it has kind of like a reggaeton kind of beat to it.
Okay.
And also there's one that's kind of like Afro beat. Yeah. So I am working on something, and hopefully we can share that soon.
So the ballad is gonna flex your muscle then. The ballad is gonna flex, because you've never written a ballad, right?
Not really written yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So it might be the opportunity to work with a songwriter too, and maybe we can collaborate and come up with something really cool.
You know what I will tell you to do to get that inspiration? You're already in tune with nature. You need to go out somewhere in the wild and get in touch with nature, and just get that inspiration, and then come back and put it on paper. And you'll understand what I mean once you get out there. You already know though. You're already in tune with nature, but go out into the wild. I don't even care. It could be Central Park. But
I was gonna say that.
But just get in touch with nature.
I was gonna ask you if Central Park nature.
Yeah. You gotta get lost deep in Central Park though, where nobody's around.
The higher part.
Yeah, not even where the bums are sleeping. You gotta go off into the trees somewhere by the lake, something, maybe in the middle of the night. I don't know, but that might be dangerous. But get in tune with nature, and then come back and put it on paper. It won't be a dance track.
Okay, cool. That's a good idea. I haven't done that for a while.
Yeah. Get that inspiration, man. It's all about the energy, And get in touch with nature. You're going to come back. It may not be a love song, but it'll definitely be something that's heartfelt, that's slow, that's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it should flow out of you. It should flow out of you. It won't be forced, Go out there and just get that inspiration. You might want to write it out there.
Yeah, okay.
You might want to write it out there. Let those vibes and that energy hit you, and it should just flow.
So that makes me wonder, do you write songs too?
I used to, yeah.
Aww.
I used to be an artist, yeah. I mean, I'm always an artist. I'm still an artist. I'm an actor. And I did music in my past life for many, many, many years. And I always I'm not going to tell my story anymore because I've told it several times. But God was tugging on my soul and pulled me away from it. It just wasn't for me anymore, and I had to follow God. I had to trust God, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I don't regret it one bit. I feel great. Yeah. Yes, I do. I feel great. So, but yes, I used to write songs, so I know the whole process.
Right. Oh, that's great. Good
and I still may write songs later on in life. It's just I know being an artist is not for me. I don't desire that. But I'm still creative, still creative. You never lose that.
I mean, actor is an artist too. You said you're an actor, right?
Yeah. That's why I said. That's when I said I'm an actor. I'm an artist, and I was like, yeah, I'm an actor. So yeah, I'm an artist still. But as far as performing music, I don't believe I'll ever do that ever again in life. But there's a possibility that I'll write songs. But I just, for me, I don't want to be a part of the music industry. And as a performer, so to speak. And even if I wrote, I might just have to ghostwrite. Not be in the same studio with people when I write. I don't want to be of that element.
Okay.
Not for me. Yeah.
Well, you should go with what you feel your gut tells you.
Definitely. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you this though. That's what my gut was telling me, but my mind wasn't telling me that. I was fighting it for many years, and then I just had to succumb to God. And you can't fight God forever. If you try, you're always going to lose. So, yeah. But enough about me. Enough about me. It's all about you. But
Okay.
but yeah, try that. Go out into nature and write that ballad.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely will.
It'll flow out. It'll flow right out of you. I promise you it will.
All right.
Yeah, cause you already have that spirit and that energy anyway. Like you're bubbly and you're mystical, but I can tell you're already in tune with nature. So when you get out there, I'm telling you, you're gonna be in your element, and it's just gonna flow
Mm,
out. Yeah.
yeah, that's really important for all of us.
And then when you do it, I want you to DM me on Instagram and let me know.
Oh my God, you are like tutoring me.
I do. I want you to DM me for real. Like I want to know. I want to know about the experience. I want to hear about it for real. I'm serious.
Okay, yeah, okay, I will. I live pretty close to Central Park, so
Okay.
I don't have, I can't make excuse for
So this
that.
should happen soon then.
All right, I'll try to do it this week.
Okay, cool, cool. So I expect to hear from you next week. So let's talk about astrology. I want to know about you and astrology. Like, when
Mhm.
did that happen, or how did that come about? How long have you been doing that?
Right, so I've been doing it for about 6 years now, 5 years maybe. So what happened was about like 10 years ago, I felt like everything was collapsing in my life.
Hmm.
Like I wasn't doing well in my career, I wasn't doing well in my relationship and health, and I was like feeling like, okay, why is this like everything is not working out for me? You have that kind of time
Hmm.
sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything like comes onto you like, at the same time. And I was having that, and I just felt like I can't stand on my feet anymore. Like I felt so like not grounded
Yeah.
and not, well. And like I couldn't pay my rent, I couldn't pay a lot of things, and I was feeling not good with my health. And my
Hmm.
mother had a cancer in Japan, and that really made me feel bad about me being here, because my family wants me to come back, but then
Yeah.
I'm still pursuing my life here, but then I'm not doing well in that either. So I'm like, what am I doing here?
I think we all go through it, but go ahead.
New York, like, okay, like you kind of talk to yourself like every day, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So I had that moment. Then yeah, because of my mom too, I just started to feel really bad, and at the end I decided to um, like go back to Japan for good,
Hmm.
like studying here 10 years. And I was like, okay, um, I'm gonna try, to live there again, and have a whole new life, and it's gonna be great. And that's how I moved. But then 2 days after that, um, it okay. So it's a long story, but there I met this person who does a kind of like a Japanese Chinese astrology.
Hmm.
That's that traditionally in Japan as well.
Hmm.
Uh, so I went to see this person because I wanted to have a good life, good start, like totally new start.
Right.
This person told me, oh my God, you came back in a really really bad time. And like I can't even tell you, I can't, like today we have the session, like an hour session,
Hmm.
but I can't tell you more. It's just really bad, and you have to either go back to New York or go to Europe in the next 1 month. And I'm like,
Really?
what? I just told you, I just came after 10 years being in New York.
Right.
And, I just made a huge decision. I said goodbye to like hundreds of people, and I did like 3 big fairy parties. And like, I
Wow.
need to go back, and I don't have money either. But then this person was like, I just can't tell you anything else. So I was like super devastated. And then I just but I just had to stay for now.
Mm.
Then what happened was there was a huge fight in my family. Then I
Oh.
just that made me feel like, oh my God, that person was right. I just can't deal with this. Then from there, I started to basically look into what I can do in Japan. Then long story short, I met this another person who is an astrologer. It's an astrology like what you normally hear, and she just told me she just had my information, birth information, but I didn't tell her I'm from New York or anything like that. But she was like, oh my god, you're a great singer, dancer, performer, you have to shine yourself, and da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds all super accurate. Then she was like, well, your family is very heavy on you, and you must be feeling so close to them, but so heavy. This is pretty heavy. Then I was like, yeah, tell me all about it. What can I do about it? Then she was like, you know what? You have another place to shine yourself and spread your wings. So go spread your wings. That's what she said. And I was like, what? Then when she said that, my whole, brain was like going upside down.
Right. You just got there. Don't know how you're getting back.
Right. So then I was like, oh my God, I am going to go back to New York. So that's when I decided, and that was like 1 month after I moved back, but I started to save money, and basically I came back right after, and I'm like, here I am again.
Right back in that city.
Yeah, exactly. So I resumed my life, and I felt so much better, so much better. Then, from there, the interesting thing is, because I started to learn about astrology, I started to see people's signs, which is a gift not many people have. So when I see someone, not even looking at the chart, I can see people's signs. And I didn't know I had the gift, but that just naturally came around that time. And I was scared. I was like...
So it was kind of freaking you out?
Right. I was like, I went crazy because of all this move I just did. And so what is this? And I'm asking my friends, like, so you all can see these things, right? And they were like, what are you talking about? No one sees what you're seeing. And so that's how I started to kind of admit my sense, my talent. Then I started to do astrology readings.
Wow.
And that's super easy for me to read a chart. Normally it takes like 5 years, 10 years to read a chart. But for me, it's really easy.
So what exactly does the chart tell you?
The chart tells you what are the gifts, right? We're talking about gifts, the natural talent you have, and what you can embrace and also expand from there. And a lot of people don't know it, although they know it inside. But what I do is to really open up and mix the person, go back into where she was born. So then the natural talents start to flow out. Like what you were saying about, when you go back into nature, you just start to flow out. That, and also I can see, okay, this year, let's say like 2 years ago, you had a really hard time, but that just ended around this time, and now these kind of things are starting to happen for you. So I always tell them the way to utilize it, not to be scared of it. It's basically, to change your life in a better direction. Rather, like, it's not about fortune telling. It's more about making the person connect to himself. So that's what I do, and it's been pretty, people tell me it's pretty accurate, and I read more than 1,000 people so far, and my astrology YouTube channel became number one in Japan.
Really? Yeah. What's the link? You gotta send me the link so I can put it in the description too.
Yeah, definitely. I actually shared about this show today on my channel too. And yeah, it's it's a channel I have. I have two different channel. One is for as an artist, one as an astrologist, and I do new moon and full moon videos.
Okay.
Both in Japanese and English. So yeah. So thank you for listening to the long story.
Oh, no, I enjoyed that story because I'm all into that. I'm all into that. Like, really, seriously. So I need the link to the astrology YouTube channel because I want to check it out because
Okay.
I'm really into that. And then can you tell what my sign is?
I can see, I can see several things, but the thing is, the person normally don't know much about his chart. I see Pisces, I see something Earth, like something like Capricorn kind of thing going on.
I'm a Pisces, for sure.
You are?
Yeah.
Wow, so funny.
That's crazy. But I'm telling you, I'm in tune with that type of stuff. So you being able to do that, like, it doesn't blow my mind because I understand it. I can't do that, but I understand it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, totally.
I'm all about that. But that's dope though.
Thank you.
Like, you were spot on. You're like, I see Pisces. I'm like, oh, dang, okay. Yeah, but I know some people, like, it probably freaks them out. Like, what? How do you do that? Like, but that type of stuff, yeah, I'm all about that. So I dig it. It's cool though that you could do that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Wow. So what do I have to do to get a reading? I want a reading.
Oh yeah, so you can go to my website,
Okay.
hitostar.com. That's for astrology.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, I'm gonna check you out.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be
that'd be cool. We can continue this. I want to get a reading.
yes.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Cause I'm all about it. I'm telling you, I'm all about it. I'll receive it all. Like, give it all to me.
Artists and like nature just together. They're
Yeah.
just together.
Yeah. It's a flow, man. We just flow with nature.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm really in tune, man. Especially, like, we'll talk later about that stuff. Yeah. But yeah, really in tune. But that's cool. That's really cool. So you enjoy that. I know you enjoy that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that has to give you, like, your life purpose, like, meaning, like, oh my God, that has to be so fulfilling.
Yeah.
Because you're helping, you're nurturing people to
Right.
blossom. You're helping people out of situations that they didn't even know how to get out of. And I'm pretty sure you're able to pinpoint the root of
Mhm.
issues for them that's been sitting right in front of their face
Mhm.
for a long time. And what I mean by being in tune with that is I got a natural knack for psychology. So when I was in college, people used to call me Counselor Card. So
Wow.
yeah, so people would come to me all the time with their problems, and I would be able to pinpoint the root of their problem within a couple of minutes. Just tell me a few things, and I can pinpoint the root of your problem.
Wow, that's so
Without a
interesting.
doubt, without a doubt. And it was always on point,
Mhm.
and it was always something they couldn't see, but was right in front of their face. Sometimes their entire life, or sometimes just a couple years, or whatever. But yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
like that kind of goes kind of parallel to what you do, but I think yours is that's a
Absolutely.
that's a deeper gift.
It's almost the same.
Yeah,
You're doing it without just looking at the chart. Like
yeah,
I do that too. Like now, after reading so many people, like when I just listen the first like 30 seconds, 1 minute,
Mhm.
I already know. Okay, here's the thing.
yeah, and that's nobody but just God, man. Just God, just give you that gift.
Yeah.
It's God working through you, honestly.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So what is next for Hito? Give us something. What's going on with you? What's next? What are you promoting? What do you want us to know? Before we wrap this up, tell us what Hito has going on and what you want us to know.
All right. So like I said, I am writing a song soon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming up. I'm working on it. And I'm on TikTok.
Yes, I know you were bussing it today.
That's something totally new. Like I never thought I would be on TikTok, but as an artist,
But it's fitting. You dance, so you should be on TikTok.
It's funny though because I always had this like complex about like choreographies.
Mm-hmm.
So I always felt like I'm not good with choreographies, because I naturally dance to music. That's so easy for me.
Yeah.
But when you have to do what people tells you to do, like I get.
Yeah, choreography is a different beast.
So, but anyways, so TikTok, I started doing that like this week seriously, and
Just this week.
Yeah, the video, Basset video you saw was like the first third one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's your handle on TikTok?
It's Hito Star.
Hito Star. Okay. So Hito Star everything. Just Instagram is Hito Star official, right?
Right.
You guys make sure you go and follow her on TikTok, Instagram.
Are you on TikTok?
No, I'm not. I don't do TikTok.
You do videos, right?
I know, yeah. People tell me I should be on there, but I do have an account. You can find me on there. I do have an account, but I haven't posted in.
Because I tried to tag you today, to promote this show, and I was like, I don't know if he has a TikTok, and I was like,
I do, but it's not like the app's not even on my phone. It's just not, just not me, man. Like I listen to Gary Vee, right? Do you know who Gary Vee is?
Yeah.
I listen to Gary Vee, and he's like, everybody should be on TikTok. You don't have to dance, you don't have to sing. Just get on TikTok and do what you do. And I tried it. It is not an excuse. I tried it, but it's just, I don't know. It just wasn't for me. Everything is not for everybody, but I get it. TikTok is a valuable tool.
Right, especially now.
Yeah. I mean, if I come up with an idea on how I can be creative in what I do to do on there, that's entertaining, because TikTok, everybody wants to be entertained. You can't just get on there and run your mouth. If I come up with an idea, then maybe I'll jump back in there and crank it up. But
I think that will come up, just naturally. Like that kind of things just happen naturally.
Yeah.
This month is, by the way, really good for that kind of thing. Like you get like new ideas and stuff. I'm talking about the stars, but
oh, okay.
What's happening with the stars? Like to do something new is really good.
Oh, you're saying this month?
Yeah.
This month with the stars is like creativity's flowing everywhere?
Creativity, especially something new. It's like a new energy, like going outside of the box, of the box. Okay. So maybe you go to not a Central Park, but somewhere else in your town.
Yeah, what's crazy? You're saying that it's like the energy and the stars and everything. It's like I really love astronomy, but I had gotten away from it for years, and then Jupiter and Jupiter and Neptune or Jupiter and whatever, the Christmas star, that came about. So I went chasing that in my car, and I saw it, and I was looking at it, and I was looking through binoculars and stuff, and it kind of got me back into it. Now I have to get me a telescope because I want to go out and just look at stars.
Okay.
Because it amazes me. Like I'm really into that too, and I don't know why I had gotten away from it. But yeah, I want to get back into that because, like you said, it's energy, and I'm all about energy, man. Like I can, like how you read people with that. Like I can read people as soon as they step into a room. I can tell how they're feeling. I know how they're feeling before they even know how they're feeling. For real. All I work off is energy. I don't care what you tell me. Sometimes I don't even care what you do, because you can fake. People are actors, but that energy, it never lies.
Right.
Energy never lies, man. Never lies. If the energy's not right, I'm not around you.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were going with that, because a lot of people like tell themselves to kind of, a lot of times we lie to ourselves in that way. Like,
Yeah.
I feel this way, but I think this way.
Yeah, but I want to get on the benefit of the doubt. No, if that energy's telling you what it is, you
Right.
best believe that energy is telling you what it is.
Yeah, that's so true. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, there's nobody but God speaking. It's nobody but God speaking.
Right,
And I listen, like I told you before with the music. I listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming on here, and I really appreciate your time and the conversation and your energy. For real. And I want to hear about that song. I want to hear about that ballad when you go into nature. Please DM me. Please DM me and tell me about the experience.
All right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then I want to hear the song.
Well, I'm trying to do that as quick as we can. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I look forward to it.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated.
Yes, definitely do. So drop your website one more time. Drop all your handles.
Mhm.
We're gonna kick it out of here, and we're gonna kick it next week. Not you.
All right.
I'm gonna kick it with somebody else, but we still gonna kick it on the DM.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. No
yeah.
problem. Drop your website though. Tell me your website one more time.
All right. Yeah, I'll do that now. Let's see.
No, I'm saying say it. You can put it in the comments, but say it too for everybody that's watching.
My what is it? The artist website is hitostarofficial.com.
Okay.
I'm writing at the same time.
Okay.
And my astrology website is hitostar.com.
Hitostar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check you out.
Yeah, you can find on my YouTube channels, 2 different YouTube channels on YouTube.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do that, and I'll put the links in the description as well. Everybody, you guys go get a reading too. Support that. Go get your life right. Hito can heal you. Not in a doctor sense or a godly sense, but she can get your mind right. Y'all go get your mind right. Hey, I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate you. See, we have a lot of people that tuned in. I probably got some new people that's viewing. So like I said, if you are new, please subscribe. I invite you to subscribe so I can continue to bring you value. Hit us up on Instagram. I'm at KoolKard, cool with a K, card with a K. She's at Hito Star Official on Instagram. Come follow us. Let's grow together. Get to know each other. I talk to all my followers, so I support. So Hito, I'm gonna be supporting you. You're gonna see me liking everything you post.
Oh, thank you so much.
Don't be alarmed. I'm not stalking you. I just like the support. All right. I like the support. So I'm an active Instagrammer. So anybody that's following me, that support me, man, I support them because I get it. It's all about analytics, and I understand what you're doing. Because a lot of us probably wouldn't even be on Instagram if we weren't promoting our business. So I get that. So everybody take note, man. We're on there for a reason. We're not on there just to surf and look at pictures. We're on there promoting something. We're doing something. All right. So we need your support. All right. I'm not gonna get long-winded. But anyway, thank you once again, Hito. I pray that you have a blessed career. You have a blessed night. You write a blessed song. And hit me in the DM.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Hey, y'all. Until next time, next Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm right here every Tuesday, y'all. You never know who I might have. Y'all check me out. And we're out of here. Peace and love.